welcome to a new video and welcome to a new review. I'm looking at the Sprite Major EB at 222995 as it stands. I'm at Preston Caravans and Motorhomes, and I thought it was just a good opportunity. I was passing by on an errand for the wife actually, so I can't be too long. I thought we'd have a quick look at it. I saw it at the show, but didn't get the chance to look at it proper. Now, as we know, there's going to be a bit of an upgrade kit on these, which I'm sure people may order when they order one. But these are the standard ones, and at 22,995, the Major 4 EB is a lot of caravan for the cash. Let's go and take a closer look. Right, as we know, the Sprite range has been de-spec'd slightly, but it still remains the same outside, really. Not a lot of difference. You have to excuse me. Seating, of course, is obviously not as good as the original Sprite exclusives, but we're not out here to compare. It's still comfortable. The front lounge has got your sunroof. You've got your hike up there, obviously with no radio. You've got a little corner inbuilt spot lamps up here, and of course you've got good sized lockers. Now, of course, you haven't got the TV aerial as you had either, so that's again an optional extra. But what I do like is that Swift have still kept the access lockers, and they could have done away with that and cut a few corners, but they didn't. Obviously it stops having to lift these up. Plenty of storage under there, and you've also got your little drawer here and your slats out here to make the double bed up. You've got some main sockets here, and you've got curtains, which actually I think looks really good. It's nice to see them. Right, so let's go across to the kitchen area. And the kitchen comes with a Dometic fridge freezer, a 3-burner hob, combined oven grill, big large sink that you're getting in all day more, even into the elegance models. You've got your twin sockets here, your light switches, little window, and a lock here if you want to put a microwave in there, you can. Up there too, more storage. And of course, as you come here, you've got some lip shelving as well, and you've got the control panel just above here, and somewhere you can put the telly on, and you'll again a light switch there too. Plus, your table is neatly stuck round the back there. Again, storage isn't bad, but the thing is, what I like about this van is it really still feels a solid van. There's been no skimping on build quality. Let's go into the back here, and here we have it. We've got the central midships washroom, Thetford cassette lid, of course, there, electric flush. Again, a bit of storage up here. A little bit untidy wiring, but I can't really knock it for that. It's a strong smell of the glue, this smell that they must be using. I don't know what it is, but it's quite strong. Nice little sink basin here, storage underneath, and of course you've got a nice quality moulded shower in here as well. I mean, this really looks a bit more upmarket than what the van actually is aimed at. So plenty of room. You can cut these off with your concertina partitions, and let's go into that back bedroom. And you've got the Duvelet foam mattress in there. There's been no skimping on that. You've got a roof vent at the top there. Okay, it's not a bigger roof vent, but it's still a roof vent there. 2 side windows. No, there isn't curtains on these. It is literally down to your blinds. But you've got overhead locker storage, of course, and you've got decent sized wardrobes too. Look at that, and storage under there. It may feel a little bit Spartan without the curtains. Maybe if they put the curtains on, it would have just been the icing on the cake in here. Me and my curtains. And of course you've got LED lights up there. So, quite good, pretty good, looking really excellent value. Now you know I like the Alpine for is it the DB, and I want to do another review on that, actually, to be quite honest, a bit more of a proper review. I think that's a really good van, but lots of space, and it feels solid too. You're still getting the same build quality as you get in all the more expensive Swifts. Come through in the front here. Got your controls up there for your Truma heater, and also the van controls for the lighting, etc. So let's have a quick chat. Well, sat in here, the seats are comfortable. Okay, there's not quite the same support as in the original ones, but to be quite honest, I think it's alright. And what I do like is the van feels very solid. I think for 22.9, what did we say? 22 for just short of 5 short of 23k. This is a very, very good value for money touring. You get all the basic essentials, and you can upgrade as well if you want to. Now, they've got some Sprite exclusives still here for sale, with not down money, and they represent excellent value. But if you want a 2026 van that's a little bit lighter and still got all the bits you need, then you can't go far wrong with this. I think Swift have done a fantastic job with the Sprites. I think they really have. They've brought them back to the level. We all got a bit carried away, didn't we? I did. You know, great, yeah, Sprite exclusive is fantastic. It's got this, got that. But it was starting to get a bit above its station. And I think really at the end of it all, to bring it back to its origins, which is good value for money tourers, a bit more lightweight, still stylish, I think it was a good ploy of Swift to do. Now, I think they just need to add some more layouts, and I think they need to add some more family layouts as well. I mean, this will sleep 4, but as we know, it's going to be really a couple's van. And I spoke to a couple actually at the show that just bought one of these. They'd been looking around all day. They've been looking at the cost. They're looking at a camper van. Saw the prices, 70 grand. They're going, oh, it's too small inside. And then the husband said, we've got a big Land Rover. He said, we've got a big Land Rover Discovery. What are we doing? You know, we can tow anything in this hall. And they looked at these and they said, fantastic value. We thought it was fantastic. And I just went and said, look, you're getting this, that, and the other. It still comes down the same production line as all the Swifts. I said, it's built to the same standards. I said, the exterior still looks damn good. They could have cheapened it. They could have completely redone a new profile and made it look a lot cheaper. But they didn't. It still looks a smart touring caravan for 23 quid. And 23 grand, 23 quid, it would have been a bargain. But for 23 grand, or just less than, they were absolutely over the moon. Plus they got a little bit of a deal. I think they got a few little bits and pieces added to it, but wow, very little extra cost, and they were absolutely over the moon with it. They just said, we think we've got a real bargain, and I had to agree. And I think that's what you've got to look at here. The Sprites are a bargain, there's no doubt about it, and the only vans at the moment really can come to them is LDS Explorers, but they've over specified the Explorer. I think they've ruined this Explorer up to a point. They put too much kit on it. I'd have taken some of that kit off, made it cheaper and lighter, and probably the money I'd have saved, I'd have probably put a sunroof into it and given the profile a bit of a lift, because it does start to need it. You've only got your Bailey Discovery, and again, that's a Marmite van. You either like it or you don't. Personally, the profile for me is not the greatest. I like the concept, I like the fact that it's lightweight, and I like the prices as well. But I think if they repackage a Discovery into a decent profile, a bit, say, like a watered down, maybe a watered down Phoenix, it could be a different story. Anyway, I'll leave you with that one. Thanks for watching this video. Hope you've liked it. I've certainly liked to come and have a proper little look at this, and I just think you get lots of storage, super value. Hey, what more could you want in a caravan? Because some people may just say that. I'm not bothered about the fancy thrills. I'm not bothered about the Aldi heating. I've got Truma heating. It's just pretty good. You know, decent lighting in here. It's strong. It's really a really good van. Lots of van for the money. Sprite, number one for value. Always been a thing of Sprites from many years ago, Sprite value. Go ahead, go Sprite was one of their slogans from the very late 60s, early 70s. Do you know what? I think that Swift should bring that style, that slogan back. Go ahead, go Swift Sprite. Great value. I'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching. As I've said before, I better get cracking because the wife's waiting for some paint. I've had to nip out to Preston and get some. Anyway, from Preston Caravans and Motorhomes on a really quite splendid day at their depot. You can come down here if you want to get a good deal on a Sprite exclusive. I recommend you look at their website, have a look what they've got, because they've got some really good deals. If I had the money, I'd be after an Alpine 2, and it wouldn't be there now. It'd be my sat in there in my garage. It is a very good. All the exclusives have got some great prices, and I think they've got some good prices on some of the other Swifts as well, actually. But some a little bit of old stock left lying about. But yeah, the Sprite exclusive has got some good prices there. Very tempting, very tempting. So I'll love you and leave you, and see you on the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.